Yes, I think especially the beginning of the game. No, you could see straight away they started with a lot of intensity. The goal they scored is one of the probably best goals of the season from Marmoush, and it has cost us some minutes try to level the game. No, I think until the second half I think we played better. We've had more of the ball. We have arrived in better situations, but we were already 2-0 down. No, I think there have been probably two key moments that you need, no, in these stadiums against this opposition in this kind of nights to go to your side, the post of Evan Nilsson to make it 1-1 and put them under pressure, and also the second red card, because when we had a kind of a good situation again with time to play against 10 players, straight away we go 10 against 10, and then everything goes even again.
And the two red cards, how did you see them both? Do you think they were both red cards? Or one?
I think the red card is clear. Kovacic, I think our red card is, I think you have to understand it. I think Lou arrives, it's not a 50-50 ball, he arrives a lot earlier than Nico and tries to pull out his leg after making the contact, and this pulling out probably makes it look worse because he raises his foot and the contact is higher. If you go maybe more strong, it would be more dangerous for Nico, much harder, but probably not a red card. You know, it's not just the point of contact, it's not, you have to understand the game, and you have to understand what Luis Cook is doing. He wins the ball clearly, it's a clear tackle, and then he tries to pull out, you know, and I don't think should be a red, but I understand also that he takes that decision.
And it must have been, I guess, frustrating to get that red card so soon after the red card for City, when it did look like you were building something in a bit of honesty.
Yes, I think we've started really well the second half. We were having much better positions on the ball, and I was thinking, okay, we might have a chance today if you score, or if we were. It's always difficult, I can sit here, but I was feeling like we were in a good place. And after with the 10-10, we've continued, I think, playing well and pushing, but it hasn't been enough, definitely.
And it was, as you said, it was a quick start from City. Yes. Obviously, you had that chance where you hit the post in the first half. You had a couple of chances as well in stoppage time. Do you think, just as you sort of said, it was the sort of 50-50s in that first half that didn't quite go your way, and the brilliance of City that got them there?
No, I don't think it has been a 50-50. I think they've been better than us in the first half because they also had a very clear, they had the crossbar, a very clear chance also, no, to make it 2-0. But it's true that sometimes, even if they are being better, you score the 1-1 and everything changes, the momentum changes. And these kind of games, to win this kind of stadiums, certain things have to go to your side, no? And today they didn't.
And obviously you brought David on at half time. What was sort of the thinking behind that change?
We needed, I think, more energy in our press, especially, no. And I think Brooksy could give us, no, this energy. I think he has taken good positions in the pockets, hasn't been able to finish, but I think has helped us to have a much better second half and arrive consistently to the opposition box. No, obviously City are winning; they are going to allow you a little bit more, probably of space, but that was the main reason.
And Daniel Jefferson got his goal at the end. You must have been pleased for him, obviously, to read the play and get that goal.
Yes, I think Jevo is finishing well also the season. He's training well. Someone who has the physicality. Probably he needs to improve the tactical side of. He hasn't been with us a lot, so I think he's getting better, no, in this, how we press, how we attack the spaces, how he can benefit from this kind of pressures. Our names always, Solanke, Evan Nilsson, have scored this kind of goals, putting pressure on defenders, benefiting with the small mistakes, and I'm really happy for him, because even if it was very late, I'm sure for him has been a good thing.
And James Hill wasn't included in the match they scored. What was the reason behind
He had some issues in the knee, nothing really serious. I hope he can play on Sunday, but he was not feeling comfortable, and we decided not to travel with him.
And finally for me, see, into Sunday, the last game of the season, how important is it to sort of dust yourself down from this result and finish this season strong?
I want to win the last game. At home, in front of our supporters. Also, we lost against Leicester first round, so it's a game that I really want to win. We will recover and take it very seriously, because also we want to finish in the top 10, and it would mean, I think, like a good feeling, good ending of this season that has been good for us.
Sorry, one more. Obviously today means that mathematically you can't qualify for Europe this season. I guess there must be some disappointment after being so well placed in sort of March.
Yes, we wanted to carry the chances until the last game. It were really very slow, very small chances, because you need a lot of results, but it would mean we still are fighting for Europe until the last game. But it was a difficult day. I think you could see straight away City didn't want to make any mistake. It was also very big for them, and they've won, especially first minute. For me, they've started really strong. That's good. Thank you.
Again, Andoni. See you on Friday.
Evening, guys. We've got Max on either side. Let's take a show of hands. Simon?
Hi, Pep. Remember you getting quite emotional when Sergio Aguero said goodbye. Was it a similar tonight, struggling to keep your emotions in check when Kevin said what he said?
Well, the important is emotion for him, his family, and our fans. So I think the vibe that we got, and everybody saw that how much they are connected, the people from Man City with him, his family, and how much love. That is nice, everything we achieve. But when you live in a place like you have been a decade with this incredible much of love and respect and gratitude, there is nothing else better than that. So I'm part of that. Of course, the club will take the decision. I'm part of that, and it's a sad day, so we'll be missed. So there is no doubt about that. And in the other side, I think it was a lovely day for him. He make again a contribution to achieve that victory. That is massively important. Still, we need last step, but have been really nice. So we felt that how nice had been everything.
Sure. Pep, he just couldn't cap it off with a goal. Do you think it was in when he struck it onto the crossbar?
Sorry?
Do you think it was in when he hit the ball onto the crossbar there?
It was in the goal.
Did you think it had gone in when he had his chance, when he hit the crossbar?
I thought we would score, yeah. I remember, I said in the flash interview, I remember the first season here when we played against Chelsea for Antonio Conte, and after we were 1-0 up. It was quite similar, cross right to left, here was left to right, and was alone there and was up, crossbar, and after they came back. And in that moment I said, oh, what a year, all the bad news that we had, but at the end the team was stable, make a fantastic second goal, the third, and again Kevin help us to achieve it.
James?
Pep, a lot of people think Kevin is probably the greatest player City have ever had. You need to replace him. Is that player already at this club?
Is that player?
The player the next Kevin De Bruyne, is he already at the club?
No. No one will be like Kevin, like with Sergio, for example. There are players that they are unique. Sergio scored the most important goal in this history, and it was so nice to see the Beanie and Leroy and Raheem and the disaster outfit from Riyadh and many all the players, Pablo and Joe Hart, and everyone was there. It was so nice, and that is nice. So in 10 years, it's a lot of games, a lot of titles, a lot of moments, and I think today summarized a little bit the I saw how much love was there, and that is so nice, really, really nice.
So is he irreplaceable, do you think?
There are players that are replaceable. Of course, it's so difficult to do it. It's not about how much I provide in goals, assists, or his incredible steals. It's the connection, that the way you play, and the year by year, provide for this club, for the people love, because at the end, I'm pretty sure Kevin, when I arrived here, was not Man City fan, right? So I'm pretty sure, I don't know which teams he supports, but I'm pretty sure now he's a Man City fan. It will be forever, and that is because there are connection between them and between all the people and him.
Oh.
Hi Pep. There were a few players not even on the bench tonight, like Kusanov, Savinho, McAtee, Lewis. I know you said in the past you find that hard when the players can't get in the squad. A lot of people are talking about the transfers that might come in this summer, but do you actually need a smaller squad now?
No, I don't want that. I said to the club, I don't want that.
You want smaller?
And I don't want to give 5-6 players in the tribune. I don't want that. I will quit. If you don't make this shorter a squad, I will not stay. It's impossible. It's impossible for my soul to give the players in the tribune where they cannot play. Now it happened because we add for players, and immediately it was maybe 3 or 4 months we could not select 11 players. We don't have defenders. It was so difficult. And after, the people come back, but next season cannot be like that. I cannot, as a manager, I cannot be training 24 players, and every time we're selecting, I have to be 4, 5, 6 players stay in Manchester at home because cannot be go to play. This is not going to happen. This is not going to happen. I said to the club, so I don't want that.
Sure.
Hi Pep. Does that mean that there will be sort of exits this summer?
No, I don't know. I should stay, but it's a question of the club. So, but I don't want to have 24, 25, 26 players when everybody is fit. If I have injuries, I'm lucky. We have some players in the academy, we do it. But cannot stay for the emotional, for the soul of the team. I could create another connection between each other that this season lost it a little bit with the players, like they know week by week stay at home. You are a journalist, right? Imagine you boss say, no, you are not going to write, you're not going to write that articles. What do you say? I'm going to know what I'm doing here. So the player has to be here to fight between them to play, and have to be a right number. There's a lot of injuries, unlucky, but we have to do it.
How are you selecting those players at the moment? Because obviously you left a couple out of the cup final, and then Savinho was.
Yeah, I try to for example, Echeverri, for example, is incredible good in smaller spaces when the team defends so deep, like Southampton and Crystal Palace. Against Bournemouth, it's more transitional team, open. Echeverri still is not ready to play these type of games. Or maybe he's ready, but I didn't see him, I don't realize. So that's why, and after that, the previous game was some players, and maybe in Sunday will be another one. So it's a headache. So yesterday I spent more than 45 minutes with 6 players. 6, no 1 or 2, 6 players were at home. So I don't like that. I don't like it.
Pep, did you think it was possible earlier in the season when you were going through those results that Champions League, did you think that was in jeopardy, that you wouldn't qualify earlier in the season, and kind of how bigger achievement is it if you get that final point?
Well, we need to get result there. So it's a pity because the games we play in Southampton FA Cup final, we were not the first hand Southampton, but the way we play. Always I judge when I see a game, we are better than the opponent or not. To judge if we deserve or not deserve. Always I pay attention with that. Even being not in our best can happen. I've been better than the opponent, yes or not. And after that is when I feel. In both games we were better. We draw one, we lost one, it's football, it's fine. It nothing happened. That is what I want. And of course it will be different if I win lift, but now it's forgotten. After one day it's forgotten FA Cup, and I always compare focus in Bournemouth. The destroyers in the first leg, they were miles away better than us, so I know the intensity had to play. I think the 3 in the middle, Kovacic, Gundo, and especially Bernardo was outstanding, and I think Erling is getting step by step a little bit better. It's not easy when you are 4 or 5 weeks with this body, got that rhythm and the tempo and everything, but he helped us a lot. And yeah, except that I remember today, the long time didn't happen. We give away the chances for the opponent, we give them away for the red card and for the goal we concede. And I remember when the 4 or 5 months, it happened every single game. And now long time didn't happen, you have to correct that. And just now we recovered and thinking our final in London against Fulham, like always Marco Silva create a lot of problems to us. It will be so tough to take the point that we need. But of course it's really, really important, and of course being the Champions League, the season after what happened would be nice.
Thank you, guys.
Okay, good night.